Sony has now attempted another Spider-Man origin story, but this time with Miles Morales as Spider-Man, and it's animated, so let's talk about it. Miles Morales is a New York teen struggling with school, friends, and on top of that being the new Spider-Man. When he comes across Peter Parker, the savior of New York, in the multiverse, Miles must train to become the new protector of his city. If this is the first time on my channel, thank you for stopping by. My name is Justin and I love to watch movies, and if you do too, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and comment down below with your thoughts on this new Spider-Man animated film. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and at the end I'm going to give you the score for this new Spider-Man movie. I absolutely adored Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It is one of my favorite stories of the Spider-Man character. There's so many things to love about this movie, and we're going to start off with Miles Morales, this young boy from Brooklyn who is struggling to balance school, family, friends, and on top of that becoming the new Spider-Man. He doesn't feel worthy and he feels scared at times, and when he is introduced to other Spider-Man and women from other universes, he teams up with them to learn the importance of being Spider-Man. And I think that Miles Morales is a very interesting character. We don't see a lot of Miles Morales. I thought it was very interesting that he was in the PS4 Spider-Man game. I loved seeing him in that game. But here in the movie, there's so much to love about the character. There's so much growth and development that I appreciated and I found interesting with this character. He's so upbeat and friendly and nice, and it has all the characteristics that I loved of previous Spider-Mans like Peter Parker. Miles Morales definitely has the qualities to become Spider-Man. And the other Spider-Man and women that come into the universe from Kingpin trying to open up this universe, there is so many cool things to love about these characters, and each one kind of gets a little bit backstory to them, and it's fun to watch, and they make fun of it as well. We have Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman, and we have Peter B. Parker, and Spider-Ham, and some of the other characters. I think all of them are really cool and add something different to the story. And what I appreciate about some of these characters is that some do feel underdeveloped, but there still have some moments to make me feel like I really love this character. I want to see more of this character. A couple of them aren't as developed as others, which is a shame, but some of them do have that one redeeming moment to where I thought, wow, I really thought this character was cool, and I would love to see a solo movie from them or something different. I would like to see more from this character. This movie manages to balance a lot of different things. I didn't expect it to be so emotional towards the end, but it was, and it worked. I thought the movie would be funny from the trailers and then poking at pop culture and previous Spider-Man movies. It was hilarious. Each little different character had something funny to say, and it worked in this movie. The action was great, and the animation is something I haven't really seen before, and I thought it was perfect. I thought that the different elements into this animation style really popped, and having like subtitles on certain scenes or little words on the screen and different effects really worked. And when Spider-Ham came into play, he was a cartoon and they kept his form, which I thought was really cool. So you have like Miles Morales and Peter Parker in their anime style, and then you have Spider-Ham in his little cartoon style. It stands out and it's so cool to watch. Now this movie also managed to juggle so many villains so perfectly, whereas other movies don't balance their villains so well. But you have a lot of villains. You've seen the trailers. We have the Green Goblin briefly, and we have Scorpion and Kingpin. There's so many different villains in here, and I love the different versions of them. It's something different for us to watch. They're not the typical characters that we've seen before. Green Goblin is massive compared to what we've seen him before, and I like the different approach for the characters, designs, the voice acting, whatever it may be. I love the approach to make it different from other Spider-Man movies. This movie was a blast, and I thought that so many things worked in this movie. I guess my only issue with this movie being is that some of the characters are underdeveloped compared to Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, or Peter Parker. Some of the other characters like Penny Parker or Spider-Ham weren't as I would not say interesting, weren't as developed as the other characters because they came into the fold later in the movie, so that kind of suffers for them. But I do find them to be interesting, hilarious, and I want to see more of them. They just weren't as developed as I hoped for, and I know they're side characters, but I would love to see more of them because they were so cool and they were so well created. And how they entered into the movie was hilarious, but I would have loved to see more of these characters. Before I give you my final score on this movie and final thoughts, make sure to check out my 2018 playlist up above. There you can find a lot of different movie reviews from 2018. Some good movies, some bad movies, and some okay movies. That's what seemed like this year has just been. It's been okay. But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a really good movie. One of my favorite animated movies of this year. I thought it was hilarious. It was emotional at times. It was heartwarming. The animation was perfect. A lot of things worked in this movie. I'm so glad that Regal and AMC were offering a week in advance screening of this movie. I didn't realize they were playing it. I checked it out and I'm so happy. This is an epic movie and one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. I'm going to go ahead and give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse an A. Thank you guys for checking out my Spider-Man review. Make sure to check out this video right over here. The latest Netflix movie review, Mowgli, which I thought was okay. Check out my review here and this little circle right here on my face. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification down below. Stay tuned. I got some rankings for Spider-Man I'm excited for you to check out. My name is JustinWatchesMovies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.